We'll do a little Twitter announcement as well. Hello, Henny, how you doing? Hello, Oodles. Hello, Huffs. How y'all doing? It's Goopy. Oh yeah, right. I think I've seen this username before. The Goop. Alright, let's see. Oh, I need to open my refs as well, and then we should be good to go. I'm good, Goopy. I'm just winding down for the day. Today's mostly been, you know, getting the house in order and all that after coming home. And we're doing a lot of spring cleaning and stuff too, so I haven't really gotten a good opportunity to stream just yet. But I wanted to squeeze something in before hitting the hay. This to the US. Oh, nice. Happy to hear that, Yenny. I hope you have a great time when you go. Also, I've had these transitions for a while, but yeah, they do spiff things up a little bit. They're from like a free asset package I found somewhere once upon a time. Hello Z, how you doing? This is a thing I sketched up earlier today, and there's immediately some things that I'm not a huge fan of. But we're gonna clean that up a little bit as we go. I'm wondering if I'm just not gonna really define a rib cage at all. Just gonna give her a smooth silhouette, like she has in game. A safe for work picture. Yeah, hello, Ether. The idea, if I stick to it, is that this is gonna be a prologue to a not safe for work thing, because I do enjoy doing those. It's not necessarily instant loss, but it is very much like just a classic 2-coma setup or 2-frame setup, where it's just nice doing like just a one little intro pick. I've done it a few times this year, but last month I didn't really do any, I don't think. I'd like to get back into it a little bit. It's an OC. No. This is, I mean, to me she's iconic, but in this day and age it might be a bit of a deep cut. This is a Sega character from her own franchise of games called Space Channel 5. They are not very good games, but I find them weirdly appealing. They're kinda janky and styled in a way that appeals to me. Big fan. Just very fun and goofy. I've only played one of the games though, although I feel like it's one of those cases where if you play one, you kind of get the idea well enough. It's not like they revolutionize things between each entry. The one I've played is the second game. There is a first game. It's not very... Whoa, spooked me with that one. Hello, Kamino, how you doing? Hello, comrade. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I haven't played the first game. And then, semi-recently, they did sort of a bite-sized VR game with the property, like kind of out of nowhere. Very weird, but cute, I suppose. They did a weird Vocaloid tie-in as well. You could play with Hatsune Miku as like an optional co-op partner or whatever the fuck. Like the Jimmy photo? What Jimmy photo? Are you talking about Limmy? Space Channel New. I'll tell already, yeah. Space Channel New would be very fun. Are you cleaning up lines from the sketch or do you draw over the sketch to do the lines? Oh yeah, no, I tend to not work on a completely new layer. Because there's usually quite a bit of sketch work in like the original sketch that I'm like quite fine and happy with. And I just can't be bothered to redraw the lines then. So this is me going in on the same layer and just kinda erasing some stuff and filling some stuff in. I'm kind of sculpting things to something I'm comfortable to start rendering. I tend to not get too deep into details and stuff. I prefer to let that come through in the render. It's gonna like overpower the line work anyway, most likely. The sketch is very much just kind of a guide for me to work from. And yeah, that one Limmy face is very powerful. I've been meaning to tune into his streams more, but I haven't been able to make it to any of the more recent ones. He has good energy though. He's a fun guy. Rest well, Kamino. Thanks for dropping by. I'm not sure how I want to do this belly button. Alright. Let's see if we can do some more confident strokes here to clean things up. The legs here is one of those instances where I totally could just go in on a new layer and have fun with it. Alas. Or better or worse, I ain't. But yeah, I've done so much like crow scratching on these that I kind of prefer to just yeet them entirely. I find that that gives better results. Once you've been picking at the sketch that much, like that's when it's really justified to go in and do something cleaner on like a new layer if you want to. And again, it all depends on how much you're gonna keep. For me, the sketch is very much a temporary process. A transient step. So much of this information will be lost along the way. So I'm very just not at all concerned with stuff like line weights, and you're gonna see weird things like here of lines kind of jutting out, little scratches I've missed. Here we got another one. And it's because I know I'm gonna be properly masking them out very easily and very soon. Thanks for the fart. From Anonymous. A non-Kamino fart? Dang. That ain't every day. We have a fucking rogue flatulence man. Or woman. The horror. It might have been Kamino hitting us with the final one before logging out, but I'm not gonna assume. But yeah, doing these little intro pieces is also a very good excuse for me to stream on here, which is always nice. And you know, still be working on something like kind of relevant to the fan box on Patreon. So I don't feel too bad. Oh my god, her mic handle is actually super thin in the actual model. Didn't realize. It's like comically thin. I don't think I'm gonna go that far. Still, this thing is gonna look a little bit awkward to hold. Maybe I just should have lined this on a new layer. It's hard to tell in the moment what's going to be the most time efficient. In my bio? Where? Like, it's not untrue, but I can't remember for the life of me where I've put that into writing. Sorry to, like, immediately deflect. Oh, in the FAQ. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, no, Right, so...
Oh shit, here we go again.
Thanks for the bits. Right, so I never did do, like, a ton of art. Like, I was never an art kid, you know? I wasn't the kid fucking busting out the crayons at every possible juncture. But, after compulsory school and going into, like, high school, I really wanted to work with video games, you know? I think my desire to do that was a little bit more thought through and educated than most kids, because I knew it was hard work, you know? You wouldn't just be fucking... It's not the same as playing games, you know? But I realized very quickly that I needed, like, a skill to work on games. You can't just be the fucking ideas man or whatever. I mean, that's what a designer does, but that's an extremely limited position. So I figured I needed to learn either programming or art. And, oh boy, I was not very good at math at the time. So I thought, I guess I'll do art, and that's literally how I started. There's no like passion or ambition really. It was just, I want to work with games and I gotta be able to do something for that. I guess I'll learn art. So I did that for like throughout high school. The education I got was way more like general. It wasn't an art education at all, but we got to learn some basics in both 2D and 3D and stuff. But super rudimentary. Like, we also learned some programming and all the other shit. And I did that and I thought it was grand and fun and great. And then I applied to a higher level of education with a bigger focus on art, and sent in my little art portfolio because that was mandatory for that school, and I got declined. That was like no biggie for me. I also had like other career plans, but yeah, no, when in the more like immediate future it looked like I wasn't gonna work with games, I just kind of lost all drive to draw, because that was like my prime motivator. So that was like the falling out. So it's just, oh, I have no reason to do this anymore. I guess I'll just don't. And so I didn't draw for like at all for like 2 years. Just cause I can, just like I said, it's a falling out. It really is the best way to describe it. Fell out of love with it. Hello, Yugure. What got me back into art? I started studying some other different shit. I had so many plan Bs, it was ridiculous. I very easily could have become one of those people who just fucking like live in college for the rest of their life because they just think learning is fun. But on a whim, while I was studying for some other shit that didn't pan out, on a whim, I doodled some, like a little not safe for work thing, because I was like deep in the Toho fandom back then. And I still had my like digital tools and stuff. I was like, hee hee, I'm gonna bust out my tablet. I'm gonna do like a little vent, a horny vent art or whatever. And it was just that simple. That just doing that, I was like, oh, art suddenly just became fun again. Like it felt very rewarding to do that little doodle. And that's when art started as a hobby for me. And I just like doodled around. And not safe for work things. Well, like no ambition whatsoever to like become an illustrator. I just did it for fun. And fast forward some more, I got not shit at math and I started studying technical art for game development. I got a job with technical art in game development, and like parallel to all of this happening over the course of years, I was still doodling in my free time. But my day job was stuff like 3D rigging and programming shaders and that sort of shit. Most of that knowledge has become like completely obsolete at this point because technology moves so fast and I haven't really been keeping up. But that was my day job for a very long time. And then I kind of got burned out, and by that point I had become the Bikupan online. And I thought, wouldn't it be wacky and wild if I did this, or rather if I tried to do this full time? And I tried and I succeeded. With a lot of hard work and an even bigger amount of luck. And here I am today. Ta-da! Long tangent. Thanks for listening. Yes, it's Suika Ibuki. I think it's the only explicit drawing I've ever done of her, so if you found one featuring her, it's probably that one. It's really wacky too, because I don't think a single instance of that image that I uploaded still exists. It's all re-uploads, which I find immensely charming, because that picture is not good. It's not a stellar piece of artwork, but someone clearly took the time to like locally save that and then re-upload it. So kudos to whoever did that, for the sake of media preservation. Because otherwise I think that image and some other stuff would be lost media forever. I think my very first like not safe for work OC is like lost media. I don't think that's ever been re-uploaded because it was OC stuff that nobody cared about. That's just how it goes, you know. I'm not particularly sad about it. It was like incredibly generic and I drew her maybe 5 times. Lots of face huggers, yeah, an old regular who still hangs out. He's just kind of fallen out of the commissioning game, so to speak. He was one of my first supporters, but he's still on the server and stuff. I believe still with a mod role, even though he's pretty hands-up. Maybe he's not a mod. Maybe I relinquished him of that. But yeah, he kind of hangs out on the fringes still. He's kind of moved on to greener pastures.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Tipsy. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, all the alien stuff, that's all one guy, that's all him. Because he hasn't been active in forever, I don't feel comfortable name dropping him. But if you know, you know. Like, I don't know how he feels about that information these days. He's pretty incognito. But a super good guy, super chill, super fun. I'm not sure how I want to do the hair, but I also am not sure that it entirely matters. Her hair is kind of fucking goofy to begin with, even when it's on model. I feel like I may have gone like a little bit overboard with the lips, but then again, that's kind of what's fun. She's kind of pogging, which wasn't my intention. Yeah, I think it's that, like it makes the chin look like it's jutting out more than it should. I'll just pull everything in like a little bit. Just a smidge. Even back in 2014. Yeah, but at that point I had also been drawing for what? 5 years, I think? Five years with the fucking, like, amount of free time of a high schooler. It's not like I fucking started at that point. I have older and shitter stuff. I don't know if I'm happy with this. I wanna, like, I don't care about being super on model. But I want her to have, you know, the essence. That makes sense. I want to make sure I get some of the details in. God, on model her bimbo energy is fucking immense too. I don't think I want to go that hard. Where do you even start? Like, if you draw something, to just draw and complete something even though you think it looks bad. I work on, generally speaking, I work on something for as long as it's fun, you know. But I do also have to like take into account like some factors of like practicality with that, because it is at this point my job at the end of the day, and my job is producing content. So, you know, if I have this sketch and I'm like, you know, oh fuck, I don't like this at all, it would be a big waste to throw this away. Like, even if I don't like it, I shouldn't do that. That would be a bad business decision, in my opinion. So I try to bring it to some stage where you could call it complete in some way or another. That doesn't mean it needs to be a full render. Maybe I just clean this up and I make it a lined thing. I throw some easy shading on it. I did that with the Genshin thing a little while back. I did an intro pic like this and I wasn't super sold on it, and I wind up just making it a monochromatic thing. And you can see, like, if you start dissecting a lot of, like, even if you just look at my 2022 stuff, if you start dissecting it, you can kind of tell in my personal work where I was having fun like to the very end of it, and where I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll make it look just good enough and then we'll push it out the door. Perspective of someone was learning to draw. Learning to draw should always be done as a hobby, in my opinion. I mean, you can take it more seriously, but it depends on the person. Some people work better and prefer to learn things under pressure. But if you're just doing it in your own time, like, genuinely the number one thing is, like, what I started with. Have fun. Don't punish yourself working on something that feels like it's a losing battle, you know? I think the more valuable thing at that point is to sit down and look at what you just made and try to figure out why it feels like a losing battle, you know? Sometimes that is the more like educational experience rather than like actually quote-unquote finishing the piece. Hello Asta, how you doing? This wonderful midnight. But yeah, just work on things you think are fun. And if you wind up like really struggling or you stop having fun with the piece earlier than you would like, you know, it still feels very unfinished, or you're very frustrated with it or whatever, that's when I would recommend just taking a step back and waiting a day can be hugely useful. Instead of trying to figure it out right then and there, just leave it, come back to it tomorrow, and you'll see that like your brain and eyes like function in a completely new way, because you're coming in without a lot of the biases and assumptions that you had the previous day from like working on it for like hours or whatever. So that's huge. Like, that's something I do actively all of the time. Sometimes I get super carried away and I do something start to finish in one day, but I tend to do a little bit and then I come back to it either a few hours later or the next day or whatever, and I tend to spot a lot of weird and kind of obvious things that I somehow missed, like when I was initially working on it. But to go to bed, yeah, I figured. Rest well, thanks for dropping by. Have a good night. Yeah, sorry if I'm rambling a bit, but I hope it gives you some, if any, insight. At the end of the day, it very much depends on how hard you're going, you know. I'm a very easygoing guy. I take everything in life at my own pace. But I know methods for speedy learning as well, if you want to or must for whatever reason. There's other ways to tackle things. Melanin mommy. I wonder if melanin is just melanin. I actually don't know. Do we have a Swede in chat who can tell me, or do I have to do a quick little Google? Also, I just became very scared because I know that doing a silhouette like this tends to bite me in the ass, so I'm gonna complete that loop real fast. Hello, Rune. So the Twitch was dead forever. I assume that is a bunny. I just came home. Or just I came home on Tuesday. But I've been busy. Right. Let's see. Melanin. It might just be melanin, but I don't want to assume. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, so it's the same word. We just have a different like intonation or cadence to it. So it would be melanin mamma. Mommy doesn't really carry the same sexual tension in Swedish as it does in English, though. Do we have a different, I don't know, we have other slang words for mom, but I feel like none of them really work for that in Swedish. It sounds very weird. Was that you? You go by fucking bajillion different names. It's impossible to keep track. Hello Nima, welcome to the stream. Seeing Swedish in your art now and then feels very weird. Dude, same. Like I follow some other Swedish artists and all of a sudden a little like Swedish speech bubble or whatever will pop up in a pic and you have like a moment of dissociation. It's weird. But I find it very fun to do in my own art, and it feels weird that I haven't really done much with Swedish before. I feel like it's helping me connect a little bit more with the country I was born in and reside in, because at the end of the day, my dominant language at this point is definitely English. Oops, shit. See, this is the not great part about this tool. Oh well. This is what I get for meandering. There's better ways of going about this, but I am just lazy, and then I'm absent-minded, so I don't do what I'm supposed to do, which is you do a little bit like this until you find sort of a natural edge, like here, and then you just go back and complete the loop as like a little checkpoint. Took the English pill. English is a serviceable language. I'd like to learn a third, if I could. My main reason for not really committing is indecisiveness, because it's a lot of effort, and I don't want to learn like 5. That's too much work. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the best language to learn, or like the most fun one. And getting stuck and not figuring that out. My top candidates being like Korean, Arabic, and Danish. For varying fun factors and practical factors. Japanese would be up there, but it's too fucking hard. Japanese would mostly be as like a fucking business thing. Because it would be nice to be able to branch out into the fucking hentai market. Korean is dummy easy by comparison. It kinda isn't that hard. I mean, if we're talking like tourist stuff, then I would agree, but like for the intents and purposes, like in the professional capacity, I would like to use it. Because there's the combination of wanting to learn it to a pretty proficient point for professional reasons, but then I would also need to like have enough speaking and reading comprehension that I would be able to like intuit some slang and stuff on my own. Because oh boy, like navigating Pixiv and stuff on fucking Nico becomes abundantly clear very quickly that their shorthand and slang for things are pretty fucking all over the place and kind of fucking hard to guess. Oh shit, we have a resident Korean, y'all. Nico. Oh, Nico. Oh, right. I said, fucking. I meant Nico. How the fuck do you say that? Nico Doga? Doga. I don't know. The fuck, YouTube. YouTube for the weebs. I assume it's still a thing. I haven't checked in forever. Half has redeemed a Swedish lesson. Hello Fudd, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. God, how would I translate that to something that feels natural? Släpp pistolen, jag har inga pengar. I'm gonna write that out, because it's a longer sentence. It's technically drop the gun and not put down the gun. But I'm not sure how to translate put down in a way that works. Släpp pistolen, jag har inga pengar. Or if you want to pronounce it the correct way and not my regional way. Släpp pistolen, jag har inga pengar. Don't hurt your brain either, please. I'm good, Fudd, thanks for asking. We're just having a bit of a late night stream. Been busy doing house stuff all day, or apartment stuff. God, I wish I had a house. But we've been cleaning and doing laundry and stuff, so I haven't really had an opportunity to stream. Until now. Just past midnight. But we're making it work. Getting a little bit of work done. Melanin mama. Oh, that shit sounds whack in Swedish. Does not work very well. It is accurate though. We have masked our thing. Thanks for the hydration. I'm gonna go grab some water in just a moment. I just want to show you why I don't care about... does my cursor show up on stream? I don't even remember. Yeah, it does. Why I don't care about shit like this. This is a very zoomed in example, but I'm sure we have some more prominent examples as well. Yeah, like any external, yeah, we even have like a very stray little ink bit here. It's because I'm gonna mask everything to the fill I just did anyway. See? This is what I wind up doing. That's why I don't care. It's just a very like workflow specific thing, but see, we have a pretty clean silhouette when it all comes down to it. That's why. Hello, Dyer. Right, Wowder. Let me get Wowder. The hand is about to leave the Muppet. I'm entering a liminal space between life and death. Please bear with me. I return. Ah, I have water. Jokes on Micron out later. I too have some Micron pens. But yeah, I'm not here. Jesus Christ, that was my chair. This thing needs lube. That's a very fucking not good metal sound. Heard the swallow sound? You did? Wait, let's try that. I am very close to the mic. Let's try that again. This is some ASMR. I'm curious. Because you may have heard something else, who knows? Okay, I mean, you'll be able to see with the head tracking when I'm actually taking a sip here, so pay attention. Oh my god, I saw the waveform. I saw it. Ah, that's nuts. I have no idea what that sounds like on stream, but it is picking up something. I have a very acoustic throat, such as the physical properties of the felt Muppet. Have you ever tried pouring water down a Muppet throat? That's what this is what it sounds like. Fucking big gulp. Oh god, do we even have an onomatopoeia for that? I don't know. The word for swallow is just svelly. Svelly. I have no idea if we have like a comic onomatopoeia for like gulp. I don't think I've ever heard one. What am I using for VR? I do not have VR, but I get what you mean. Boy, I would love to have a VR headset though. That shit looks pretty fun. I'm literally just using a webcam. I was just about to point at the webcam as if you could see me, but that's not how this works. But yeah, it's just a webcam. Some decent lighting. So there's some like contrast on my face for the camera to pick up, and then it's all just software. You know, it figures out where my eyes are and where my mouth is, and like using that data, it figures out if I'm looking left, if I'm looking right, and then it just translates that to a 3D model I have loaded up, which was modeled and rigged by my wife. Right. Wait, what the fuck? 17 messages? Tell me there wasn't 17 messages by just you. I hope that's a total. Yeah. No, sorry, I've had to put that on Nightbot. It saves me some work, because we still get, every once in a while, we get the bots. Wanna earn followers? Wanna fucking get bot viewers to boost your ratings? Follow this link. I just don't particularly feel like fucking dropping my stylus just to ban them. So we're using a funky little Nightbot to handle links. I should probably make it, because I can whitelist domains. I need to get on that, because I can whitelist shit like Twitch, and then we'll be fine. Thanks. Thanks for the little gnome. Ooh. C2B. This is kind of... God. How did... Okay, I'm gonna need to mute the music for a moment. Is this gonna be loud? I don't know if this is gonna be loud. Oh, yep, that's the gulp. I see. Thank you. Oh my god, you could fucking isolate that and put it in a video game. That's so crisp. I'm losing my shit. That's so crisp. It's fucking amazing. Oh my god. The fucking crisp gulp. Oh my god. Fucking cat puke on stream. I can't believe the fucking mic picked that up. That's amazing. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Actually, we might as well. Let me just put on the music again. I might as well get this sorted, or I'm just gonna forget after the stream. Nightbots. Spam protection. Links. Let's see here. Oh, I already have some stuff whitelisted. Like everything except Twitch. That's pretty funny. We'll add twitch.tv, because I assume it's a Twitch link, right? It has to be. Let me double check. Clips.twitch.tv. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It should work. I'll add an extra one for clips as well, just in case. So we have twitch.tv and clips.twitch.tv. Submit out. I don't know if that'll update immediately, but it should work now. If you I mean, I can also just try to post it again. And if it doesn't work, I'll post it. And I mean, it should let me. It would be weird if Nightbot picked me up. But if you try to just post it again, it should work. I won't ban you, I promise. If Nightbot bans you, I'll unban you. Rest assured. So it's a big gulp, I don't know what to say. Just one of my many desirable qualities is the gulp. Oh yeah, sorry. I know you brought that up before, and then I completely fucking missed it. Hey, nice. Okay, so it's working now. Thanks for being my test dummy. So speedy learning, right? There is a particular video that's not necessarily, you know, how to learn to draw fast, but I feel like the dude brings up a lot of good points on that note. Let me find it and link it. It's an oldie but a goodie. What is it, like, has some number of habits of highly effective artists. And it's the habits of effective artists. Is this it? Yes, it's a video the fucking Blender Guru did 5 years ago. That's kind of pog. And the Muscle Elf. Don't talk shit about Bill Connolly, cartoonist extraordinaire. The dude's a legend. Yeah, but this is a dude who has done 3D for a career for a long time, but knew fuck all about 2D because it's a lot doesn't really translate between the two. So he just kind of decided that he wanted to get good at 2D. And he wanted to get good fast, and a lot of what he talks about in his little TED talk there are, well, as the title would imply, they are highly effective little habits. there's a lot of truth in it. Like that video isn't going to teach you how to draw, you know, but in my opinion, it will teach you how to learn how to draw effectively, and it's more of a concerted effort. You know, it takes a more organized and like concerted effort. So if that is something you have the energy or free time for, then that is absolutely some stuff you should be looking at. I mean, even if you're just doing it as a hobby, if you feel like you wanna sort of step things up a bit, or if you're feeling a little bit lost, I think that's a really good resource just in general for that. Because, I mean, we all hear the shit. I mean, there's truth to it, but we all hear the practice makes perfect thing, right? And we've all heard it a bajillion times. And there is truth to it, but it is definitely an oversimplification of the learning process. There are ways to get, you know, you're always going to need repetition and just over time hammer these things in, but there's definitely ways to get like more experience and knowledge out of each like single attempt. And I think failing to recognize that is how you get stuck in these like ruts. Like I've seen a ton of artists just kind of stagnate very quickly. They reach a certain point with their art, be that a very good point or just still like a very novice point, and then they don't develop from there on out, and it is usually like, it's not for lack of drawing, they keep drawing frequently, but it is for like lacking that like critical eye and thinking more actively about what you're doing instead of just doing, you know? / end rant. Will you ever be able to draw Muscle Elf? Anyone can draw Muscle Elf. If Bill Connolly can do it, then so can you. What a fucking guy. Nothing but respect for my man Bill Connolly. I wish I fucking had the confidence of this dude. He has the confidence of a fucking 10-year-old drawing their Sonic OC and posting it on DeviantArt. Just not an ounce of like second guessing in this man. And he fucking got paid doing it. Just fucking brilliant. No, her outfit is not supposed to be blue, but oh, oops, I kind of forgot her headset. That's fine. I'm just using blue for contrast. It's supposed to be like yellow, but that blends in with her skin too much, so I couldn't really see what I was doing. God, her whole headset and everything is like... it's supposed to be very spacey and futuristic, but boy, by looking at the design, can you tell that this was the idea of the future by someone in like the early 2000s. Early 90s, or late 90s, early 2000s. Thanks for dropping by, either. Have a good one. What the fuck are you currently hearing? You're hearing smooth jazz megalovania. Do you have a fucking problem with it? You wanna throw hands about it? Oh my god, the fucking yellow on this outfit. I'm not even sure how to parse it even. It's the most fucking... just a fucking street sign. I think this is pretty close. I'm basing this off a reference, by the way. This isn't just me. What fucks me up more than anything in this design is that the fucking microphone thing isn't even like foam. It's like completely like just plastic. I don't think you're gonna get good audio quality out of that. I think that's gonna suck. Like the whole reason that's there is like filter harsh sounds. She's not getting any of that. I think Ulala might be a hack reporter. I said it. The Space Group Lux, how dare you? How dare you? This is from the fucking game that League wishes it was with Space Groove. That's fucking what they based Space Groove on. I don't know why I'm so fucking like mildly obsessed with Space Channel 5. I don't think it's a good game. I think it's a very shit game. But for some reason I find it incredibly charming and appealing. Fucking love it. I think it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Balan Wonderful Christ. You're not super far off. The reason I think Space Channel 5 is more palatable is that you can very casually 100% it in like less than an hour. It's a very short and sweet game. It's a janky, charming little mess. But being a janky, charming little mess, it does not overstay its welcome, and therefore is not as bad as Balan Wonderful World. It is such a... like, if it was released today, it would be considered like a criminally short game, I think, unless it was like a free indie game or something. It is incredibly short. But for some reason it became really iconic. Because they keep putting Ulala in things. Like, that's the biggest, like, surprising part to me. Is they're, like, continued existence in the minds of Sega, because whenever they do like a big, you know, like fucking Sonic All-Star Racing or any other little wacky crossover game like that, there will always be a fucking Ulala. Even though most people probably have fucking no idea who she is. It doesn't choke you with a jank, you are correct. Out of curiosity, Bunny, what was the domain of that link? Is it something else I should add to the whitelist? Because I'm sure there's a bunch of like common, or like the usual suspects or whatever that I should be adding that I just haven't thought of. But I gotta keep the whitelist on for convenience. It just needs to be set up properly, which is gonna take some time to like proof. But yeah, no, I'd liken like Space Channel 5, I would liken it more to something like Parappa or Gitaru Man. It is like spiritually in the same sort of domain. Your Elden Ring map so far. Ah, I see. You enjoying the game? I haven't played it for a good while. I got to a point where I'm feeling pretty finished with it until some DLC drops. I'm back on the Final Fantasy grind with 6.1. And having a hoot with that. Should I make this thicker? I think I should. I could use some more definition. That should do. Oof. I'm kind of dreading this pick a little bit, in a weird, fun way, because I want to try some new stuff. It's just I don't really have a recipe for it, so it's going to be a lot of trial and error, which a part of that is fun. And the scary part is that I don't want to accidentally find myself wasting too much time with it either. I need to be a little bit effective and conscious of that as I'm trucking along. That's mostly it. Don't really like it, that's totally fair. For all the praise the game gets, or the games get, at the end of the day it's a pretty niche genre. I'm definitely a minority among my friends for liking FromSoft games. I just think they're neat. Ulala, the space hoe. The space bimbo. She has one of the fucking best walk cycles of any game protagonist as well. It's like the most fucking over-gestured, like, catwalk sachet ever, and that's just how she walks by default. Really fun. She swings her legs so fucking wide. I need to recreate like the Space Channel 5 logo and shit. I don't know if I have the energy for it. I've forgotten some details too, but I frankly don't feel like adding them because I feel like I would like to have them in the follow-up in that case as well. Is my mic picking up the train? Only while I'm talking. If I include some other of like her props in her outfit as well, I would like to include them in the next picture as well, and I feel like they would just like get in the way. Damn, it still do kinda look like she's pogging. But that's fine, I suppose. Oh, I see why they made her outfit fucking neon yellow. I can't believe I didn't notice earlier. She's literally like SMYK. Because I didn't even realize because the yellow is so dominant. But yeah, she's just fucking cyan yellow magenta. That's kind of fun. Going fucking giga hard with the complimentary shit. I think that works. It works well enough. I want to do some skin stuff, like makeup and stuff, and then we can try to make that fucking logo happen. Maybe I can yoink it from somewhere, that would be kind of fun. No, it is a little bit unfortunate, but this hoe does have the fucking nastiest shade of lipstick imaginable. I'm gonna try to recreate it and not have it look shit. We are going to try. When I say hoe, I mean it with the utmost respect. I love this hoe. Welcome to the streamer, Enigma. Thanks for the follow. We're just having ourselves a late night Ulala. Alright, I think this needs to be a shade darker. Maybe darker still. And pinker. It's something like that. The fucking wax shade of lipstick, but who am I to judge? The grand designs of Sega. How would they even make a modern Space Channel 5? Like, make it a rhythm-based shooter? Yeah, something like that. I mean, it could work. The original formula works, it's just that it's like... I think the main hurdle would just be that it's so fucking short. Because, I mean, they did... The VR game's not that old. Hold up, Space... Like, that's pretty recent. I think. Let's go to the wiki. That's faster. I think. Yeah, no, the fucking VR game was 2020. It's just like a year and a half old. No, actually 2 years. It was released very early that year. So the VR game's just 2 years old. And it's pretty beat for beat, like the original formula. Also just another super short game. And the idea with that is that it's the original game but with body tracking, so you know, it's left, right, up. You're fucking Beat Saber dodging your way through it and then aiming and shooting at enemies. That's kind of a fun spin on it. It's still like very simple, very niche. But I can appreciate them staying true to form. Also, I shouldn't be faking highlights in the flats. What am I doing? I should just do this. Should just be filled in, and then we fix things up later. Normally, I'd cheat a little bit with stuff like this and just don't care. But because I want to try out some new stuff, I want to be a little bit more anal about things. A little bit more careful. a little bit more control. Alright, let's see if I can not joink, yoink. Let's see if I can yoink a logo. Or if we're gonna have to recreate it. Ah, that looks like a pretty clean rip. That doesn't look like a transparent background. Download this file, full resolution. Save image. Import image. Yeah, it worked. Very nice. So I'm gonna keep this one as a backup. And then we're just gonna start going ham. These goddamn trucks outside my goddamn house. Damn it. It'd be pretty fun trying to recreate this stuff, but I need to keep things moving a little bit. What am I looking for? Mesh transform, that's what I'm looking for. And I just want horizontal lattices, I think. I think. Because this is going to be pretty flat on the top. Something like this, right? It's by no means perfectly deformed, but I believe close enough for our intents and purposes. The logo, yeah, no, her logo goes in a few places. No, actually, it's just her outfit or like her top and the mic. I think those are the only two. Thought I spotted it in more places, but I think it's just because it's kind of plastered everywhere. Just in the game in general. But yes, it also goes on the mic. But only this part, I think. We could try to deform this a little bit more appealing looking. But I don't think I care. I can do this instead. God bless Liquify. And then I'm going to manually just do that super quick. It doesn't need to be super accurate, you just need to like get the idea that it wraps around. Alright, am I done with my flats? I think I might be done with my flats. Which is scary, because now I need to figure out how I'm coloring this. Shit. I'm gonna name a few of these layers just for quick reference. Would never be done with his flats, you're so right. Oh my god, you're so right. Just want to add a little bit of blush in places to make her feel like she is a living, breathing thing and not perished. That might be a bit too much. She looks like a fucking TikTok role player. We can collapse all of these. I think that's all I need. Right, so before I commit to anything, I guess I need to experiment a little bit. It's difficult to, because if you have 3D software, right, you can kind of calculate everything from the ground up based on a realistic model. You can't really do that intuitively in 2D. You gotta take shortcuts or do approximations. So I'm trying to consider like the blending mode math in my head to see if there's like a smooth way forward that is sort of lighting accurate but also not a pain to work with. I think we're gonna wind up just having to play around a bunch. The first thing I would like to do is kind of working backwards from shadows. So if we do multiply, I think is what I want to do. Let's try with linear light first, actually. I just want to try something. I feel like linear light might be like too hard to control, and also, yes, is going to boost our saturation and stuff in ways I don't really want. Hard light might not be a dumb idea, actually. Hard light might not be a dumb idea at all. Hey Poxy, how you doing? Right, I just want to compare some stuff. And then if I want to get the same result with multiply, I'm gonna guess it's something like that. Nope, can I go a little bit deeper? So we have multiply versus hard light. So the most obvious thing is we tend to lose some saturation with the multiply. Now we can go pretty hard with it, which gives us pretty similar results. What if I went like yellow instead? Right, we need to go dark on this one. I'm trying to match that. Okay. I mean, you can get very similar results. I think I prefer working with hard light though. Like it intuitively gives me more interesting Shadow values. I just find it more fun to work with. Right, we're all being cringe. We're always cringe. Must be gone. And thanks for dropping by, Bunny. I hope to get back on your commission soon. I just wanted to do some Patreon fanbook stuff as a warm-up since I've been gone for like a week. And then I want to get back to commissions in earnest. I hope to not keep you waiting for much longer. Now, what are you drawing, Proxy? What are you up to? I think I'm gonna keep the shadows pretty light on this one. I want this to be a like well-lit indoor environment. And we could do a bit of gradation on this. Alright, so this is my idea. Work our way backward from linear light. Sorry for worrying about time. Strong White Fiona. Oh yeah, Blumblebee draws her very well. So I don't think I want to do lighting quite this way. Is there a good... There should be a value I can reach where this layer will do nothing. Yes, a perfect gray. Very good. Doing that. If we now set this to like normal or through, we get this. And from here, I should be able to play around, have a bit more fun with this. What if I do linear light on this layer as well, and I should be able to get some more accurate results. Actually, let's not use a brush, let's use the lasso tool, keep things sort of fast and loose. Wow, her bangs are fucking glued to her forehead, I never really noticed. I know that she looks suspiciously eyebrowless right now, but we're gonna get to it, I promise. She does not have weird facial local alopecia, I promise.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the stream, Phoebe. Thanks for the follow. Alright, just before I continue, I should just... Oh my god, that's so bright. And it looks weird now because it's just the face, but... If you bear with me, I think this could get really fun. You just have to trust me, babe. Babe, just trust me on this one. Babe, just trust me, babe. Babe, just trust me. Have a little faith, babe. Arthur, I have a plan, babe. We just need money, babe. We're going to Tahiti, babe. Have a little faith. I have a plan. We're gonna be farming mangoes, y'all. That's what I tell my wife every time I accept a new porn commission. This is the last job. We just need a little more money. Then we're gonna start a new life in Tahiti, farming mangoes. And she will never have to look at my pornography ever again. And every time I tell her that, it is a lie. I am gaslighting her for fun. If anyone is new to the stream, it's a joke. I don't gaslight my wife. Often. We'll just like to goof around, have a little fun. I think we're just gonna go giga hard on the lasso tool for this one. We're gonna smooth a bunch of this shit out later, but I wanna try this out for, like, you know, the main chunk of our values or whatnot. And I find the best way of doing that is to do all the important light stuff first. Right, okay. Let's see. Now this might look a little bit overblown, but I do want her to be like in stage lights. But I'm thinking that maybe I want to push the shadows a bit more. I guess this is modulating everything. Something a bit more neutral is called for. That's okay, that's when we're just fucking experimenting right now. This is perfect. We're figuring shit out, we're learning. But I really like that this has so much fun potential. I think this is gonna be my new workflow moving forward for a while. Paris, Ohio. Gonna start a new life, babe. Right, so the idea is I do something like this. You know, this would be our like primary light source or whatever. Actually, let's push this. I want this to be like some sort of stage lights. And then, you know, of course, we could like gradiate this. Maybe not with piss yellow. Do you get the idea? This shit we can do later, it's not important now. But we would have like one of our key lights. And then on top of that, we would also... I don't know what I'm doing with this tool now, I should just have the lasso tool. We start adding other light sources from here as well. So you would get shit like this. Again, this is like with no gradation whatsoever, but the general idea. The source of all his problems was two real men. Can't say that shit to me. Right, so this, I'm not saying that this is going to be my final color keying for this, but as an experiment, if I then want to blend this, I guess masking would be like the way to go, right? I'd start adding like radiation this way. Thank you, Poxy, for your love and support. Also, bear with me as I'm kind of fucking around here. I'm trying to figure out if this is like a not shit workflow. I'm probably gonna consult my fucking book of knowledge before finalizing anything on this as well. I've learned a lot, but it's difficult to keep it all in my brain at once. Is that the blend tool or some brush? It is some brush. It is the default watercolor brush, I think. It's one of the watercolor brushes in Clip Studio. It's just round. If you press hard, it just kind of applies paint in a kind of soft manner, and if you press very lightly, it mostly just smooshes it around. So I use that, you know, I press hard to dab a little something in, and then I press very gently to blend it. It's kind of my go-to all-purpose brush for shading. It's not completely default values. I know I've fucked around with it a little bit. Mostly in like the pressure settings. I've just mixed it around a little bit to make it more comfortable for me to use. But it's a real MVP for me. Yeah, what if I put this back to normal? It would look like this. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So this is how I would control my light sources. Right. And this is how I'd get my halftones and stuff. And then you would layer the other lighting on that. Okay. I think this has potential. Oh, I'm painting on top of this shit. How long have I been doing this? Reverse all the way back up. And do that, and then there's no risk of me doing this mistake again. I was painting immediately on the layer when I meant to just be modifying the layer mask. That's what happened. If anyone didn't catch it and was curious, the layer navigation is pretty small. It can be hard to keep up. This is a wide enough surface where I think I could get some work done with an airbrush. At least a little bit. And in theory, this is also how I do shit like this. Right. Just because it's facial features, it's always going to be a ton more sensitive. You don't want to wind up in Uncanny Valley. I'm gonna do this one from above. And that one from below, maybe. Even that's maybe coming on a bit strong. Am I working on the layer again? I fucking am. No wonder it looks weird. Yep. It's gonna take a while getting used to this workflow. but I do like it. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of fun. And it should make it very easy to modulate our colors. So if I wanted to do something like this instead, we can change this to... Ooh. But yeah, we're able to go pretty hard. The main thing I'm concerned with is I wonder if I don't want to turn this into a multiply anyway. Yeah, I think I do. So this is our base shadow, so I'm switching to a multiply instead. And in doing so, I think we're gonna get shadow results that are closer to what I would like. I think the blending works out a little bit better this way. Now there are parts of this that's great, and there's parts of this that are not so much. Like, one thing I know already is that I'm going to have to manually start reintroducing like subsurface scattering on skin and stuff, which normally I'd be able to get very fast with gradient maps, but I'm gonna have to do that like manually now. Again, this is far from any result that could be called final, but I want to play around and make sure shit kind of works. Right, okay. Now what if I wanted... Now what if I want a more neutral mode of lighting? It's not too hard to do, I guess. Yeah. You can make it work. You can make it work. Okay, now this is showing a lot of promise. That's pretty intuitive as well. That's good. And if I'm happy with the values of a base shadow, could I just modulate it with color? Yeah. Alright. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a pretty good workaround as far as things go. Right. Okay. Oh well. This has been educational. I think I'm gonna leave my layers like this, so I can get like a little crash course reminder next time I look at this. And sort of remember the conclusions we came to tonight. Sorry if this has just been a lot of me mumbling and being like, oh yes, oh yeah, and not really elaborating on anything I'm doing, but this is very much me just fucking around and finding out, for lack of better words. But I'd love to talk more about what I've been doing, like next time I stream, now that I've sort of started to figure out what the fuck it is I'm doing. Oh, I know also one thing that's making this look weird, that I need to get on is just ambient occlusion is a huge part of, I don't know, it's just a lighting pass I completely forgot. It's gonna make this look a lot more like what I want it to look. This is still super work in progress, but I feel like I can keep working with the blending modes we've done so far and get to a result I enjoy, which is ultimately the whole dang point. You know, you dig? So, we've been going for about 2 hours. It is 1:30 a.m. So I think this is a wonderful time to wrap up. It's a little bit of a short stream, but I've learned a lot, so it's been comfy having you here with me. I would love to get on Twitch more often. If we could finish this on stream, that would be very fun. But obviously any not safe for work stuff is gonna have to stick to Picardo. Before I ditch you though, I should add my let's see here. I should add the Muppet here as well. Where's the dang thing? Game capture. Here we go. Yes, before I leave you, I just want to drop a quick Discord link in chat for people who want to hang out. And as always, the server is not safe for work. So keep that in mind, use your own discretion. But this is where the homies be hanging and vibing when we are not streaming. And you are welcome to join us. Hello, Night of Nights. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're just wrapping up. It's just a very, very short late night stream. I mean, these streams are 18 plus too, technically, by Twitch standards, so we shouldn't have any minors in chat. But yeah, if we spy a minor, you bye-bye. We will kill you on sight. Just a warning. Alright, I'm tired. I've been rambling enough. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Love you. Appreciate you. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.